my nugget. Just broke my nail. That's cool. Super annoying. Man, I need to get my nails done. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? Good morning. It is Thursday, and my nugget graduates from kindergarten this morning. I cannot believe it. I don't know how we got here. I feel like I was just, I don't know what. She's just so big to me. But she's excited. But she's so sad to leave her kindergarten teacher. She loves Miss Ash. So anyway, I have to tell you guys something funny. So my girlfriend is like one of those really like healthy people who like makes healthy choices all the time. And like she's hip on all the healthy trends. So we were talking about poop, and she said something about pooping twice a day. And I go, you poop twice a day? And she goes, yes, girl, it is so good for you. I go, you poop twice a day. First of all, how does that happen? Second of all, who has time for that? Not me. So she's like, girl, you're supposed to poop ideally, every day, ideally twice a day. Then she's like, and your pee needs to be super clear. Like it should be the lightest possible yellow. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you should have, your scalp should never itch, and your skin really should not need lotion. Your skin, you should not, if you're taking care of your body properly, your skin should never really need lotion. You should be like lotioning yourself naturally, from the inside. So I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? So essentially she broke it down for me. Turns out I'm dehydrated, right? This was like a week ago. So she's like, okay, if you're not pooping every day, and if your pee is not like light yellow, and if you need a lot of coconut oil on your skin, and if your scalp is itchy, you are dehydrated. That is your body's way of saying, SOS, I need water. I need water. So I'm like, really? She's like, girl, yes. So I'm like, are you? So she's talking to me about it. She's like, listen to me. Water would change, the right amount of water will change your life. You will poop all the time. You will pee clear. You will never have an itchy scalp. Your skin, you will notice that you need less and less lotion or coconut oil on your skin, because your skin is like a living, breathing thing, and it will be hydrated. So I'm like, oh, Shanaz, she suggested that. She goes, maybe you stop drinking coffee. I go, dude, I'd rather have an itchy scalp. Get the hell out of here. So anyway, she said, just trust me. Start drinking water with a cap full of apple cider vinegar all day. So I had been drinking apple cider vinegar water because Danielle recommended it, but like a long time ago. Okay. So now for the last week, I have been drinking, I bought a case of water, and I have been drinking venti cups of water with capfuls of apple cider vinegar in my office all day. Okay? I'm like floating away. Okay? Literally floating away. I don't even know how people drink this much water. I'm like, my bladder's floating. I pee nonstop. And what I realized is my assistant, even Taylor, was like, dude, could you go to the bathroom anymore? I realized I was so dehydrated that I was never using the bathroom. I thought that I had like an amazing bladder where I never had to go to the bathroom. No, I was never drinking water. There were days where all I would drink was coffee, and that's it. No water the whole day. So anyway, long story short, I'm trying really hard to introduce more water into my day with apple cider vinegar. And it really has changed the pH balance. My scalp is not itchy anymore. I used to wake up and scratch the bejesus out of my scalp. Now listen, obviously it's not for everybody, and I'm sure you're all fine. You're all peeing light yellow and everybody's pooping fine, and the Coffee Talk community is great. I was just suffering. Listen, 1 capful of apple cider vinegar. Don't get crazy. Listen, Liz Holland, okay? And my girl, Joelle, this white girl uses coconut oil too. That's all I use. Listen, you guys got the butters, but we get to use the oil, okay? Listen, my face is probably shiny from, shining. My face is probably shiny from the coconut oil I put on last night. Anyway, so I'm drinking a lot more water. I'll let you guys know how it works out for me. So far, I pee all the time. But yeah, it's Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. I'm sorry. Beth, I'm sorry. Okay, so I want to tell you something. I want to tell you guys something. So this girl writes me a letter, and the reason that I'm bringing it up is because she's 19. And every time that I get young people who watch Coffee Talk, I tell you all the time, it blows my mind because I would not have listened to anybody at 19. Nobody. Not my mother, not your mother, not Coffee Talk, not Regis Philbin. Nobody, okay? At 19, I knew everything. I didn't need anybody to tell me anything, right? Anyway, this young girl writes and she says, I don't want to post this on Coffee Talk, but could you please do a Coffee Talk on it? She proceeds to explain how she started dating her high school boyfriend when she was 15, and they've been together. They stayed together all through high school, and they went away to college, and they're in different colleges, but the first year of college, things were great. They made time to see each other. He talked about them getting married after college, and this is what she wanted. And now they are finishing their sophomore years of college. And out of nowhere, he said to her, I think that this summer we should take a break. I think that we both have been together since we were very young. We don't know anybody but each other. And I think we should take a break. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that I think you should do some living. I should do some living. And if we still want to be together, that, of course she is devastated. She cannot understand why the boy who has promised her the world is telling her that space and time are good for them. I get that, right? So she is literally like, Jamie, I feel like my life is ending. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't finish finals. I am legitimately spiraling into a major depression. I go, whoa. You love this boy so much that he's asking you for a little time and a little space, and that's making you so depressed for somebody that you love. He didn't say he never wants to be with you again. He didn't say he cheated on you. He didn't say any of those things. He came to you in a very mature way and said, let's see if this is really what we want. You tell me you love him more than anything in the world, and he tells you he needs something for himself, and suddenly it's all about you. This is why 19-year-olds should not be thinking about getting married. This is why 19-year-olds should not be thinking about getting married. Because at 19, the world revolves around your emotions. The world revolves around you. And I wanted to placate her. And I wanted to tell her it would be fine. And that he would be back. And before she knew it, they would be walking down the aisle. But I couldn't tell her that because I don't know that that's the truth. But I do know that at 19, if somebody tells you they need to catch their breath, and you now are guilting them and threatening suicide or telling them you're so depressed you can't get out of bed or finish your finals, you don't get lifetime commitment. Because let me tell you something, when you are married, the person that you are married to will tell you they need a lot of things that you don't feel like giving them. Yeah. You will ask them for 2 sweet potatoes and they will bring you some shit that doesn't even make sense. And you know what? You will look at them and go, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Obviously, the sweet potatoes are a metaphor. But the truth is that these children are trying to play house. And it is so hard, right? To keep up the charade. Right? To keep up the charade. Like when you're 19, you just want the boy to love you. You'll just be and do anything and blah, blah, blah. And then he tells you, then the test comes. Because you tell him you love him, you'll do anything for him. Then he says, I need a little space, and you fall apart. What you have basically said to him is, don't ever really be honest with me about what you need because I can't handle it. And that is how I know you are not ready to get married. Because of all the things that Michael has ever come and told me he needed, there was no time for me to fall apart. It was like, oh, okay, this is what you need? Okay, let me make sure you get what you need, bruh, while you picking up Cajun sweet potato wedges like a fool. But anyway, so she wrote at the end of her letter, she wrote, please just tell me it will all be okay. Listen, guys, if you have not watched Coffee Talk long enough to know that I am not going to tell you what you want to hear, I am going to take whatever life experience I have and tell you my truth. Now, not everybody's truth is my truth. There are going to be people on here now that go, I got married at 19 and we're still together 56 years later. You are the exception, not the rule. Remember that. So I love when you guys comment and tell me you got married at 19 and you've been married 107 years with 400 kids and you guys have like a family motto and you like march and stuff, do family pictures every year. I love it for you. Love it. But that is the exception. And this baby, yes, 19, somebody's baby, wanted me to assure her that it will all be okay. So I wrote her back and said, I need to tell you my truth. My truth is you will be okay. That is the truth. You will be okay. But I cannot promise you that this relationship will be okay. Because here is the sad truth. Not every story, even ones we believe are fairy tales, have a happy ending. And that is just a fact. And I know that that is not what people want to hear, but I can tell you this. Everything may not be okay. The relationship may not be okay, but you will be okay. You will be okay. So, needless to say, I didn't exactly tell her what she wanted to hear. But I think she understands that in the end, she will be okay. And she will. And she will. And anybody right now who is in a situation where you believe that your current situation needs to be okay in order for you to be okay, unless it directly relates to the life or death of your child, of which then I will tell you I don't know that you'll ever be okay. That I can tell you. But other than that, if we are talking about a friend, a man, a husband, a boyfriend, a lover, a girlfriend, whatever, if it doesn't work out, you will be okay. You will be just fine. That is what I can promise you. And That is the only advice I could give her. Is, baby, you will be okay, but not every story, even when we want them to be fairy tales, has a happy ending. And that is just a fact. Sometimes the happy ending comes in the shape of somebody else. Because when my last relationship ended and I was on the ground thinking my life was over, my happy ending came from Michael. Now he gets the happy ending. Know what I mean? I'm just saying. It is hard to see past Friday, Franny, when you are 19. And I understand that. But if you want to go to somebody who's going to tell you it's all going to be okay and he's going to come back on a white horse and y'all are going to get married and blah, 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 I'm not the one. I'm sure there are people like that out there, but it ain't going to be me. Because I've lived too much life and had too many broken hearts and know too much. I just know too much. Anyway, so just a reminder, you will be okay. Even if the situation, Tracy, you are going to be fine. What you're going through now, the pain, the disappointment, the hurt, that's the healing, baby. Trust the process. Right now you are scabbed over, and I know you want to pick it, and I know it's uncomfortable, and it burns, and it itches, and it's miserable. But that's the healing. And I swear to you that you will wake up one day and it will burn less, and it will itch less, and then less, and then less. And one day you will realize you are not scabbed over anymore, that you have healed, and you will look back fondly, and you will love again. And all of these things are true. And this is what I know because I have lived through it. So I know it to be fact. Somebody's crying in my house. Shocker. I can't understand. Okay, so somebody needs to hear this. Tag somebody who needs to hear it or share it. There's a share button right there. I feel like today's a heavy one. I feel like we should share it. Please share it as much as you can. Somebody needs to hear it. I love you guys so much today. I'll post pictures from Charlie's kindergarten graduation. I love you so much. Have a great, great day.